It Welcome to Derry sucks. It's terrible. I don't like it. And I'm very tired of everybody in this world saying that It Welcome to Derry is a good show. I refuse to believe it is. One of the biggest issues with the show, and I'll start here, is Pennywise. He's terrible. In the first 4 episodes, they established that Pennywise is more than just Pennywise. He's a different demon. He does more things than that. You know, they have him slaughter the kids in the first episode. And I'm like, wow, I didn't think they'd go this far, but I'm here for it. They set a precedent for the rest of the season that Pennywise is this scary, threatening villain. And he isn't. It doesn't kill any of the main characters. They're all alive by the end, except for Richie, and he only died because of the smoke.
There's not enough room for...
Not because of Pennywise. Pennywise is not threatening at this point in the story, and I don't know how they're going to be able to make him threatening. I don't know how they're going to do that when he keeps losing. If the main villain loses again and again and again, then how am I supposed to believe that he's threatening? And I mean, that's just one of the issues with Pennywise, but there's so many more. A huge one is towards the end of the show, Pennywise gives a monologue to Marge and tells her that Richie in the future, the son in It Chapter 1, is going to pretty much kill him.
Eat of your stinking loins, and his filthy friends bring me my death.
And why? Why would Pennywise go out of his way to tell Marge this? The only reason they do this is to tell the audience that it is going back into the past. There's no other reason besides that. It is not a threatening opponent. He's not a villain that is threatening. He has a lot of good scenes because of Bill Skarsgård, but he is not threatening. I'm tired of shows establishing a dangerous world and then having their main villain do nothing. The second issue with Pennywise, they have this whole native plot with Pennywise where he's trapped inside of the woods of Derry and he can't leave. So he's stuck in Derry. This is a godlike entity. In the books, Pennywise chooses Derry as a home world. But in the show, nope. Restrict Pennywise now. We have to make it to where he's a dog. He's a dog on a leash, and he can only go in Derry. That's why he kills there. No other reason. Another reason I don't like it is because the natives don't warn anybody about Pennywise. Every 27 years, wouldn't you expect the natives to try to go warn people and tell them about this Pennywise that's coming, or it, however they describe it. And they also try to make a reason for why the natives don't hunt Pennywise anymore, because one girl goes out there and like they get slaughtered. She goes out there to try to get Pennywise and she gets completely evaporated by the big Pennywise, and that's it. Never again do they try to go after Pennywise. That's the last time. The entire native plot, in my opinion, is really stupid because it just limits Pennywise's powers and makes him even less threatening. I don't know how I'm supposed to believe that this guy is going to be the main villain for the rest of the show and lose every time and still be like, oh no, the kids are going to die here. But there's no stakes. There's no stakes for the main characters. My secondary issue is the kids. The main kids. One, they can't act. There's so many bad scenes with them. But even when they can act, the characters don't make sense. For instance, 1, Ronnie. Ronnie doesn't make sense at all. There's a scene at the beginning of the show where Lily pretty much doesn't tell the cops that, so Ronnie is mad. Ronnie's mad at her and she doesn't want to see her. But all Lily does to make Ronnie happy again is say, well, let's just go find proof together. And they go find proof together. That's all it took. Ronnie's happy again. Same thing happens later in the show, too. Lily wants to go back into the tunnels, and Ronnie gets mad. Ronnie storms off. She's angry. Will chases after her, and she says, maybe I was too hard on Lily. Within like 3 seconds. Not even kidding. Why do they have her character constantly being angry, then make her happy again, then make her angry again, then make her happy again? Another character I don't like is Charlotte. Charlotte makes so many dumb decisions over the course of the show. But Ronnie's dad is being framed for murdering a bunch of children at his movie theater after Pennywise killed them all in the first episode. And Charlotte just 100% believes him and says that this town is racist, so that means this guy's innocent and that he was indeed not at the theater. But she has no proof. She doesn't know this for sure. She just goes off her instinct and says, okay, he's innocent. Which is all fine, sure. But later in the season, you know, Will storms off. He gets mad at Leroy, and Leroy hits him, and he runs off and goes back to the shack on the military base. Charlotte's just okay with this. She's like, yeah, sure. And sure, she does think he's innocent. That's fine. But you trust this man enough, who's been accused of killing kids, to let your kid be around him. I just think it's kind of weird, and it's a jump in logic. Like, yes, Derry is a racist town, but how in the world is she just okay with this? She doesn't consider for a moment that he could have done it. Not a moment. I just feel like her character is incompetent because she acts so smart in a lot of situations, but she's making really dumb decisions for both her and her son. It lost its touch for me, and I was still holding on towards the end. It lost its touch for me in episode 7 and episode 8. It became goofy. It went completely left for me. It doesn't feel scary anymore. It doesn't feel threatening anymore. Pennywise is not a threat. He's goofy. Like, he literally had so many just weird scenes in the last episode that made no sense. Like, why is he talking to these characters like this? Why is he interacting this way? He would just kill them. There's no reason he should be acting like he needs to talk to these people. It went from feeling like one of Stephen King's best works, to this undercooked Stranger Things. And the fact that so many people are liking this show is banal to me. Because why? I don't understand it. I wanted to love this show, and I don't even like it. Why do you guys like this show? Please tell me. If you can convince me that this show is good in the comments, I would be so thankful. Why this advances the It story. Tell me why this show is needed, and tell me why this show is good, please. But other than that, I think this show is undercooked. It feels rushed in many areas. The writing takes huge leaps. There is some good things in this show, but most of it is bad. And if you think the show is good, convince me otherwise. Please enjoy the video. I did go on a crazy rant, but yes, this show is bad. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.
I'm